Section 9.4, how to graph inequality on the plane. This inequality is given. Y is greater than x minus 6. We are looking for some points that when you take coordinates of those points and plug into this formula, the outcome is working. For instance, let's say I pick a point here. Coordinates of this point is 2 and 3. X is 2 and y is 3. I'll put that here. Y is 3 and x is 2. So I see 3 is greater than minus 4. 3 is a positive number. On the number line, that's true. On the number line, 3 is here and negative 4 is there. So this is a true statement. So we place a check mark. Take this point. Coordinates of this point is 0 and 0. This point, x and y both are 0, 0. So I'll put that point here. Is 0 greater than minus 6? Yes. So this one is okay. I'll pick a point here. What's the coordinates of that point? That point, x is minus 7 and y is negative 4. Both are negative. So y is negative 4 and x is negative 7. So negative 4 is greater than minus 13. That also is true, because on the number line, minus 13 is here and minus 4 is there. How about this point here? This point, the coordinates is x is negative 5 and y is 5. When I substitute that point here, 5 greater than negative 5 and negative 6 is negative 11. So there are points on the graph that satisfy the inequality, and there are points that are not. So far, they all work. Now, look at this one. This one, x is 8 and y is minus 6. So for that one, y is minus 6 and x is 8. Negative 6 greater than 2. We know this is not correct. Negative 6 is not greater than 2 because this is negative and this is positive. So there are some points that satisfy this inequality, that are some points that do not satisfy. But all those points who satisfy or not satisfy, they all are located in one section or one area. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to find those. So in order to that, look at the solution of the first problems. What you do is first, you think that this is equations. So you just plug some numbers and you graph it. Again, remember, if there is no inequality sign, there is a broken line. Now, all the good points are either on this side or below the line. All the good points, the points that we tested and it works, they are located above this line or below this line. In order to do that, all you need to do is test one point. Just pick one point above this line. The easy point that I always pick is 0, 0. When I take that and substitute, 0 is greater than minus 6. It is correct. So that means all the good points are here. So I shade it. That's the solution of inequality. Means we find the area that's shaded red. We find the area that any point you select on this area read the coordinates, plug in, it's going to work. Look at the second problems. Same thing. So first we graph it. When you graph it, you could think of equations. You don't have to deal with the inequality sign. Inequality sign is when you want to figure whether you need to shade below or not. Again, there are 2 points. The easy point is the x and y intercept, like x is 0, y is 2, which this is a y-intercept. And then y is 0, x is 3. See, this is the x-intercept. So you graph your line, and then y is a solid line because you have the equality sign here. Yeah. Now, to see if you should graph below or above, just test the point 0, 0. When you take that point and plug in, 0 is less than 6. That's true. It is less than 6. Then you below the line, you shaded that area. You shade the area that test is okay. I mean, it works for it. So it means any point I select here, I plug into the inequality, is going to satisfy the inequality. X greater than 8 or y less than 6. Remember, these are just vertical or horizontal lines. X equal 8 is a vertical line. X is greater than 8 means all the numbers greater than 8. Where are they? 9, 10, 11. They are on this side, so I shaded. Y is less than 6. Y is a horizontal line. Y equals 6. And you're looking for all the y value that are less than 6, but like what? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, -1, -2. So you need to shade below. Now, I'm dealing with 2 separate graphs, okay? And same thing here. There are 2 inequality. So first I start with this one, y equal x. Y equal x is this line. And because you have equality sign, is a solid line. I'll come up with some arbitrary point, I graph it. Now, what area do I need to shade? Again, you pick a point, like for this, I'll pick a point here. It could be any point. I'll pick a point here and read the coordinate. This point is 5 and 8. I'll put that into the equations. 8 greater than 5, correct. So this is the area that you need to shade. You need to shade the area, which I have it with the yellow for this line. Now, the second one, y is less than minus x plus 4. So I've come up with some points, graph it. Graph of this line is this. And to shade, 0, 0 is here below this line. I'll test it. Is correct. So you shade this side, green. Now, when you have 2 inequality, you find the area that is overlap, means has both colors. See, one area has yellow, one has green. What area has both colors here? So I'll put it, I use the red pen. So this is the solution. So you find the solution of 2 inequality by graphing. And the shaded part is the answers. Same here. You graph this line. You shade with the green. Then you go to that line. You shade with the yellow. Then you find the point of the area of intersections. Both color is yellow and green. See, this is the area that you have green and yellow color. So I use the red pen to show this is the solution, means area that overlap. It means if you pick any point here, and read the coordinates, if you take that and substitute for x and y, it works in both equations, inequality. It works on both of them. This is a case that you have 3 and you have 4 here. This one basically means you're in the first quadrant. And that one means x has to be less than 3. See, when you graph it, you come up with this, the yellow part is intersection of all 3 of them. X less than 3, this is a line of x less than 3. And this one is y less than that, and this one is y greater than minus 3x plus 1. So what I did, I show you separately how you graph each and shade. You could imagine if you overlap all 3 of them, it gives you this triangle with a yellow shading. That's the solutions. The solution is like a trapezoid here, see? And I have for this one, first I did all separately. And when you overlap all this, you come up with that trapezoid. Means final shading must be the first quadrant. On the original problem, they say x and y is positive. What quadrant x and y is positive? Here. So when you graph it, your final area must be in this quadrant. All right, that's the end of this section.